Okay, good morning, guys. Greg Rupert here. Adventures of a Health Nut. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a run through on health and nutrition and your immune system on class 101 health. So, as before I get to the food, I want to show you a few things that I carry around on my farm for the last 14 years. I've got my little knife collection out in front of me. I thought you might like seeing it. So, this is my little Peruvian switchblade. This is my Colombian jungle knife. These I had made personally. I've got about 12 of them. And what it is a throwing knife. And my daughter, Amber, 12, and all my friends can't wait to get up there and get their hands on it. And they throw them at a target on a great big huge mango tree. Yeah, so they love doing that. And then this one here is my obsidian, it's the Apache obsidian throat cutter. And this sucker here is got the obsidian on the bottom. So when I have it in my hand, I can stab and then come back across and slit the guy's throat. That's if I find a robber looking to kill me. And then we have my Peruvian jungle knife. Now, my friends gave up about 5 years ago, pretty much all of them, with the fact, there's my jungle machete. Got to put that in there. That's a daily use. Everybody carries one of those. Everybody. So what it is when you're in the jungle, you've got an assortment of things that want to bite you and sting you and basically try and kill you if they can. You've got the snakes, which start off with a fertile ants, a naka-naka. You've got your herons, your hogans, your anacondas, which only get to be 15 feet up here in the highlands. And then you have your montanas, which is a second cousin to the anaconda. Those suckers are a little more aggressive. And then you have the really nasty stuff like the shishuti. And that's like a black mamba. You piss them off, they're going to come after you, and they're not going to stop until they bite you. And they're really poisonous. And then what else have we got up there? We've got about 5 different assortments of tarantulas and an assortment of bispas, wasps, cockroaches the size of my hand. They got some bugs that look like they come from another planet. But anyway, so what it is when you're on the farm, I find use for basically my 2 jungle knives every day, opening up a paint a can or just in general working. So I just thought you'd have some fun taking a look at my knife collection. I have my little ring. This is my Trickster. He's from North America. Blue gave him to me. He's I think Navajo. And then I have my little shotgun shells. So I've got, when I moved to Florida, I'm immediately going in and buying myself a gun carry permit to allow me to get, I've got these special high-grade 9mm bullets that I'm going to put a high-grade shotgun pellets in it because I can't see as good as I used to. And if I go to a mall and there's some psycho prick killing everybody, I want to be able to protect my daughter and my wife. I don't want to be holding, a pin in my hand. So I'm going to do what I can to protect myself. Anyway, we'll get to the food. So in the morning I start off with my meditation. It says, breathe, calm, and gratitude. Now those are my power words for getting into my subconscious mind. You have your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, and your conscious mind. The unconscious mind is too difficult to get into for somebody of my caliber, but the subconscious mind is where all the muscle is. And what it is, your subconscious mind can talk to your cells, and it can destroy and kill stress cells, and it can make new cells to rebuild your immune system and have your immune system grow, as well as the benefit of 100 other things. And then I have moderation, which most Americans, like me, we don't know what moderation is. It's like walking into a French restaurant and ordering a taco. They don't know what it is, they don't know where to get it, and you're not going to get it. So moderation is something I'm trying to learn every day in the way that I talk to people. I want to talk less, I want to listen more, and chewing your foods 50 times. I'm trying to concentrate on developing a habit to chew my food at least 25 times. As I chew my food, I'm going to get saliva into my mouth as I chew the food. And that saliva has an enzyme in it, so that when you swallow the food, the saliva and the enzymes go down into your lower gut. And that, in fact, is what gives you the ability to digest your food. So if you eat slower, you'll have more saliva, more enzymes, and your body doesn't have to work as hard to digest the food. It's really a big winner if you can teach yourself that. Now here on the table I have my cacao. I hit the cacao with my hammer. I break the bean open, and out falls the raw cacao. So I'm going to be putting that into my drink today. And this is something that I do for my meditation and my self-hypnosis and trance state. I trying to, when I walk into the kitchen, remember that I'm in a battle. And what it is, when I walk into the kitchen, I completely go brain dead. All I want to do is get to the food and eat. So I want to remember my kitchen is the battlefield. This is where everything starts. I want to go with smaller portions, and I want to stay aware or stay in the now, which is in your subconscious mind. I'm not really hungry. What it is I'm addicted to sugar, and sugar is the root of all evil, literally, and it's something that we're all addicted to in our blood and in our DNA and when we're born. So I wrote a book. Part of it is on Facebook. It's called Sugar, Pure, White, and Deadly. And then I have another portion of the book talking about cacao. And then I have my original book, 7 Years in Peru, From Death's Door to Heaven's Gate, which is a story of how I got here. So anyway, that's something that I try and do every morning, is to remind myself that everything I'm grabbing for is going to turn into insulin. That's why I'm grabbing for it, because it turns into insulin, it's going to turn into the bad sugar. And that's, in fact, what I'm after, is I'm after the sugar. So smaller portions, chew your food, developing good habits. Hey, Groot, how you doing? How you doing, Groot? Oh, there you are. How you doing, Groot? I just love Guardians of the Galaxy. There's Groot's mom. Yeah, Mamie. Hey, Mamie, how you doing, baby? And here's let's see, Cujo. And Cujo's always got his eye on me. He's always looking around. He's always moving on my door. And then I have my food. So let's go to the food. So here we go, guys. This morning, I have my blender. I'm not going to use my juice extractor, which this is my juice extractor. It's not cylindrical. It doesn't go around at 100 miles an hour. It goes real slow. And this piece crushes and pulverizes my fruit and vegetables. They come out here, and because it goes slow, and it is not a cylindrical, it's going to take all the pesticides, all the heavy metals, all the mercury, all the poison, and it's going to come out in the pulp, leaving the liquid to be almost 97% pure. So that's a real miracle. If you're buying a juice extractor, don't get the cylindrical, get the crusher. So back to my blender. This is not a high-grade blender, it's just a normal house blender, so I'm limited to what I can do. But this morning I took a shot of cranberry juice, a shot of yogurt. Then I started out with 2 oranges. I put into it a small handful of pineapple, a small handful of golden berries, a big portion of papaya, because that's going to rinse and cleanse my gallbladder, my liver, and my prostate. I have my blueberries for fighting free radicals, which are my killer cells that are going to kill cancer, stress cells, and everything in my body that's no good. The little puppies, they're the ones that work. And then I have my dark Concord grapes, and then I have the big Peruvian grapes right here. And then I go to my powders. So in my powder, I start off with spirulina. Then I go to my coca leaf, which is almost as powerful as the cacao. Then I go to my white maca. Now, white maca is for the family. It's going to build your immune system. The dark maca is a Viagra for men that are having a little trouble. And then I have my flaxseed, which is where I get all my calcium. Liquid milk is nothing more than cancer. And over the last 20 years, people have been finding out that the milk industry is full of bullshit. Milk doesn't make your bones strong or make your body strong. It gives you cancer and it will kill you. Don't drink milk. Drink almond milk. And that's a freaking fact. Now, if you get on Google and find out about chia seeds, you'll blow your mind. Chia seeds are right up there with walnuts and almonds. You do 7 walnuts, 7 almonds, and you'll never have dementia, Alzheimer's, and you'll never get cancer. And that's a scientific fact. So, and then I have my 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to smash these with my knives. Then I'm going to mince them up. I'm going to scoop them onto a spoon. I'm going to take that spoon and put it in my mouth. And then I'm going to chase it down with a big gulp of water or cranberry juice or whatever. And then I'm going to do 3 gulps of yogurt to lay the yogurt on top of the garlic that I just ate. And I won't have any problem, no burping or belching, no smell. So it really does work. Let's see. I think that's about it for this morning. I'm going to go over here and turn on my blender. I'm going to take my cacao and sprinkle it on the top, maybe 4 big tablespoons of fresh raw cacao from San Antonio. The only thing that's been done to it was laid out on blankets in the front of the homes there in San Antonio in the village to dry. And I just found my source of coffee. My friend Jimmy up in the mountains above Lamas, where the Lamas people met Pizarro, the Spanish conquistador. He's growing about maybe 300 coffee trees or coffee plants. And he's got his own coffee. And he picks enough for the week. And then he lays it out in the sun for 3 days and dries it. He takes the shell off of it. And then he goes ahead and crumbles it up, puts it in his coffee grinder. And he's got a big tin of fresh ground organic coffee that is no more than 3 or 4 days old. Then he takes the next 7 to 10 days and he uses it all up. The coffee industry is a scam. What they're not telling you is that almost all the coffee, literally all the coffee in the world, is anywhere from 20 to 30 to 40 to 60 days old. And it's gone sour. So all the minerals, enzymes, vitamins, all of the life force that was in the coffee that the Inca knew about is dead. Deader than a doornail. So all you're getting is the caffeine, which is another addiction just to jack you up. Now you will get a little bit of, how should I say, you'll get a little bit of benefit from drinking regular coffee, but only 2%. Only 2%. So you're really throwing your money away. If you can find raw, fresh coffee beans that have not been dried out, that's what you want to get it. You want to put them in a dehydrator, you want to put them in a toaster, or you want to go ahead and lay them out in the sun and let them dry and make your coffee fresh, and it will blow your freaking mind. The quality of taste and the benefit on a health level is the same benefit that you get from eating raw cacao, raw chocolate, which is one of the top 10 superfoods in all the world. So from my kitchen in San Martin, in the northern highlands of Peru, at the foot of the Andes Mountains, in the jungle city of Tarapoto, Greg Rupert at 72. I had my birthday yesterday. Living long, living strong. I'm a good, hardy, working centurion. That's somebody that's going to live to be 100. So I have set my goal to live to be 110, get hit by a dump truck, and die young. Yeah, that's going to be me. Okay, guys, remember, we are what we eat. The body does have the ability to heal itself, and nutrition will be the salvation to mankind. And you can take that to the bank. See you later.